So the big thing that we talked about is the fullback. Michael Burton's gone. There's no fullback on the roster. We're going to carry more running backs. We're going to carry more tight ends. Well, Andy Reid answered that question this week. Noah Gray was handling most of the fullback reps this week, and Andy Reid said they might keep an extra tight end instead of a fullback this year. He said the tight ends can work into that spot, and they want to be able to utilize more tight ends because they have actually some talented tight ends, and they want to be able to utilize that and maybe keep an extra one on the roster. So, JD, you always talk about how the tight ends are probably one of the Swiss Army knife of the team. They can do it all. And don't get the respect that they deserve, whether it's compensation-wise and just in general. And I think we're starting to see that a little bit more, not with just Travis Kelce, but with guys like Noah Gray who can fill in at the fullback spot, and we're not even bringing in a fullback for this. So what do you think about the elimination of the fullback within the offense, but also utilizing the tight end for that spot? And how can that kind of give us an advantage on offense, being able to have a tight end at the fullback spot?
No, I think, the position of fullback position is becoming obsolete, obviously, with a lot more of the zone running, a lot more of the spread offense, the guys getting out there. When you have tight ends that can move around, who could go in and stick their nose and go hit linebackers, yeah, that makes sense. It really does. And then we've seen it all last year that Noah was doing that. They're doing this in college. Tight ends, we're the ones that do it all. We're the jack of all trades. We're masters of many things. So this is something that we can absolutely, make that adjustment. That's easy. That's easy for tight ends. Because usually you have now tight ends who are more kind of H-back built. So the H-backs are kind of like that fullback in between guys, like that body type. So you don't have the big pounders that had the big neck rolls on anymore like that. Like Lorenzo Neal and those things.
Yeah.
But you had nifty fullbacks like T. Rich was a running back. T. Rich was a running back. The thing was, T. Rich was a running back would knock your head off your shoulders. That was what made T. Rich great, because he could get through the skinny like a running back and hit guys. That was what made T. Rich so great, man, because he ran the ball like he was a running back and then hit a guy. So he just didn't have the ball when he was hitting them. But yeah, tight ends could do it all, no doubt about it. We got the greatest tight end room in the NFL, no doubt about it. It's not even a question. And so Andy knows, with the talent that you have in that room, give these guys more opportunity. The more you have guys on the field to catch balls that can do everything, and I'm talking about athletic tight ends, do it. Don't bring in a fullback. Another tight end is a guy, like I said, Noah Gray's been doing it. Jody Forster can do it. Bell, and I think they got another guy out there too, right?
Matt Bushman from BYU.
So these guys are all athletic. They can catch the football, and that's what you get out of these guys, catch footballs. It's a good matchup against linebackers, safeties, and corners even too. So, yeah, man, that immediately opens up my playbook to do more with those guys. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Coach Reid said in the press conference, they asked him at the end, like, "Are you done with fullbacks? Are you just done with them?" He goes, "No, I'm not." He goes, "But with this roster that we have a lot of good tight ends that can do this, what we asked our fullbacks to do. So let's utilize that." And so here we go.
Our guys can do a variety of things. They really can. And so, like I said, they're so athletic that you don't need a guy at this position. It's the same thing. Like, shoot, maybe you don't have to carry much wide receivers because you're another tight end, right? There was a thing about it. We had Jordy Fortson, Noah Gray, guys who's catching footballs, guys that was lining up on the outside, one-on-one with corners and winning. So Reid sees that. He sees how this has transitioned to a whole different phase of offense. And so that's what you're looking at. You're just looking at the matchup, against defenses right now. But yeah, man, come on. Like that, to me, just makes sense, man, to do something like this. You already got, bringing in another quarterback that's going to be on the roster, but, so why even waste getting a fullback in for that position when you can just use a tight end who, like I said, can do it all, man. Tight ends, we the guys, underpaid, underappreciated. Kelce should be getting paid more than what he's getting paid. We know that at that position. It's time to make that happen. So
Talking about the old school tight ends and fullback, I'll never forget when I was younger when my brother told me that Brian Waters was a tight end / fullback in college, and then he got
Yeah.
moved to the O line in the NFL. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Housing guys back then, housing them when they got into the O line. Yeah. So, you know, B. Waters, shoot, strongest dude on the team. And if a guy's capable of doing those things, shoot, you bring him in to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not that much different. And so, when you're doing a lot of motion anyway, it's just a different vantage point where you insert into the line of scrimmage. But all these guys are capable blockers too. That's the thing about it. If these guys couldn't do it, then you had to bring in a fullback or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But we know right now with him having that type of I guess confidence in the tight ends, you let them do a job because they do a great job of blocking anyway.
Yep. So now we have 5 tight ends. And we have 12 receivers. So there's going to be a lot of guys on the offense. I'm curious to see how the roster, the 53-man, breaks down with the amount of guys we have. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.